everyone, welcome back to my channel. Starting with my foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match foundation, which is my favorite drugstore foundation. I'm going to fast forward through this because I show this in literally every one of my tutorials and it's pretty easy to follow. So I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. I find that this really helps on my dry skin. It seems like when I use a brush, it just flakes off a lot more. So the beauty blender just helps add a little bit more hydration to my skin. Next, taking my Prolongwear Concealer by MAC, I'm going to brighten up the center of my face. So I'm applying it under my eyes, on my forehead, down my nose, and on my chin. And again, I'm just going to blend it out with my beauty blender. And again, I'm just fast forwarding through it because I show it in every video. So yeah. Using my Anastasia Brow Wiz, I'm going to fill in my brows. And again, not showing the whole thing because I do it in every other video. So check out some of my other videos if you want to see, or leave a comment below if you want me to do a brow tutorial. Then to set my brows, I'm going to use the Maybelline Great Lash in Clear. I don't even think this is for brows, but whatever. This will just help my brows stay in place. Next, I'm going to prime my eyes using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. So just patting it all over the lid and up onto the brow bone. I'm patting it into the skin because it's gentler than pulling on the skin on your eye, and it also helps the product really sink into your skin. So before we begin on the eyes, I'm just going to set my foundation and concealer in place with my MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Powder. And I'm patting it into the skin rather than kind of rubbing it, just so that I don't wipe away any of the concealer or foundation. The first shadow I'm going to use is Soft Brown by MAC, which is a light warm brown color. I'm going to use this as my transition color as usual, so I'm putting it through the crease and then blending it up towards the brow bone slightly. I feel that this just helps all the colors blend together a lot better. It doesn't look as choppy, especially with my hooded eyes. I just feel like it helps a lot better, but I'm sure you've heard me say that before. Next, going in with Texture by MAC, which is very similar to Soft Brown, but I find that it has more orange or peach tones to it rather than browns. It also has some sparkles in it, but it comes across way more matte than it does sparkly or shiny. I'm applying this into the crease and blending it upwards, but not as high up as we did with Soft Brown. So just focusing it a little bit more in the crease. Here, I'm just blending those colors out with a fluffy brush. As always, taking my Naked Basics palette by Urban Decay and the color W.O.S, which is kind of like a neutral whitish pink color. I'm just going to apply this all over the lid, really making sure that I get it up into the crease as well so that it blends together with those crease colors. taking Swiss Chocolate by MAC, a beautiful warm red tone brown. I'm applying this with a denser blending brush, and I'm going to focus this directly into the crease, barely blending it upwards. I'm using this for more definition, so I don't want to blend it out too much. So just focusing in there, going back and forth, try not to blend it up too much. We'll blend it out a little bit more later. So right here, I'm just taking that blending brush again and very lightly going out and blending those colors together. Going back in with W.O.S from the Naked Basics palette, I'm just using this on my brow bone for a highlight. Next, I'm going to bronze my face using my Makeup Forever bronzer. So I'm just using this on a big fluffy brush. Usually I do contour, but I didn't want a harsh contour just because I wanted the focus to be on the lips. So I'm just going to, it's kind of like contouring, but just a little bit more softer. For my blush, I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics 10 color palette, and I'm going to be using the first color in the bottom row, which is a brighter pink color. So I'm going to apply this on the apples of my cheeks and blend it back towards my hairline. This just kind of adds a little bit of color back to the cheek, since foundation can mute our natural flush of color that we have in our face. Then I'm just taking a blending brush and just blending out my blush and contour so that there are no harsh lines. Next, taking MAC's Soft and Gentle Highlighting Powder. I really like a highlighted look for this spring and summertime, so I'm applying this on the high planes of my face. So on my cheekbones, on my nose, my cupid's bow, and then I just add some remaining on my chin and forehead. As you guys may have noticed, I'm not a huge fan of liners, so I'm just going to go back in with Swiss Chocolate and line my lower lash line with it. And then I'm going to take soft brown on a dome-shaped brush and just smoke it out a little bit with that. You also may have noticed that I had done a wing liner. I just used the Maybelline, I can't remember what it's called, the Eye Studio Gel Liner. So I'm just taking whatever was remaining on that brush and just kind of lining the lower third of my lash line, and then I'm just smoking it out with a little bit of Swiss Chocolate again. So I did want a little bit of shimmer in this look, so I'm just taking MAC's Dazzlelight. This is a nice pearly color with some yellow and pinks tones to it, so it can really go with a variety of eye looks. So I'm just putting that on the inner corner of my eye. And then just adding a couple coats of my favorite mascara by MAC, the In Extreme Dimension Lash Mascara. And I'm just fast forwarding through this because it's not that exciting to watch. For my lower lashes, I'm using the MAC Extended Play Mascara, and I like using this one for my lower lashes just because the brush is really small and I can really get in there and define those lower lashes. Now for the star of the show, Candy Yum Yum Lipstick by MAC. I absolutely love this color. It is a neon pink matte lipstick. So I really love matte colors. I like matte eyeshadows and I love matte lipsticks. I especially love matte lipsticks because they stay on for so long. You rarely ever have to touch them up. So apply your Candy Yum Yum lipstick and then this look is all finished. So this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Give it a thumbs up if you did like it, subscribe to my channel, and leave any comments or suggestions down below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!